guys to Updowns. When he went through the whole procedure the first time, it's like you guys are going to come out and say, I let down the defense, but this, we're going to count the ball up and you're going to do the Updowns. Like, what was the thought process?
At first, when he first said it, we was all looking at each other like, huh? Updowns? Like, come on, there's no way. Like, we thought, at first I was like, there's no way. But then we did them, and at first I was kind of like, I didn't understand the purpose, but then again, it's like, you don't want to do up downs. After a hard day of practice, the last thing in your mind is like up down. So it's like, it forces you to think about, all right, let me force this turnover, let me make this play, let me do this. All the routine stuff that you're supposed to do, it kind of trains your mind to do it without thinking. And so over time, it's like, we started with a lot of up downs every day. And over the few weeks of spring ball, you just see those numbers get chopped down, to the point where it's like a couple days where we had 0. So it's like, and it's like now, when we did scrimmages and stuff like that, you force some turnovers and stuff like that, it just comes so natural, you know what I'm saying? Which is like, okay, I see the bigger picture of this. It's not you doing up downs because like you didn't do what I say. It's more so like to teach you like, okay, I gotta put more detail, I gotta put more thought into, forcing turnovers or tackling a certain way and things like that. And also flying to the ball, because we get hit for lows too. So it just brings in a different type of intensity to practice.
I think one of the same most you guys ever had to do was like 60. I mean, what's it like to do 60 with Updowns?
Yeah, I was not there for that day. I think I was, where was we? I think it was at the combine, maybe, like first 2 days or something like that. They had to do up downs. And I heard about it, I was like, ooh. Yeah, no, it's definitely been up there. It's been high. I think the most I've done was like 37 at one time. And it hurt for sure, but I mean, it made great sense, and we capitalized off that.
How much is there accountability with the players then too? Because you don't want any of your teammates loafing, so that you don't have to do the Updowns. I mean, how much does it generate that?
Oh, for sure, because it's like you don't want to be the only guy with a loaf. Because every day we'll meet as a defensive unit, we'll go down how many loaves, and on each position meeting room, you got how many loaves and stuff like that. It tells you who had it. So it's like you don't want to look at it and your name be on there for a loaf. And after practice, it's a long day. People mad. You know what I'm saying? They don't want. All they want to do is get called out for having to make the team do up down and stuff like that. So it's just like you got that self-awareness. Like I don't want to be the guy to make us do up down. So it's just like a constant battle of pushing each other to run to the ball and things like that. And that kind of works.
TJ, Deborah was saying earlier that you guys probably have the best retention rate in the country, one or certainly up there. What do you attribute that to, and how big of an advantage is that retention and continuity?
It's great. We know the guys in the locker room. We trust each other. You know what I'm saying? And it's great morality. We all understand the goal we're trying to reach, and we're gonna do whatever it takes to get there. So we hold each other to immense accountability. That kind of helps us out throughout the summer, not having to learn too many new faces. Obviously, with the new mid-years, and we got a couple transfers in that we had to understand, but those guys fit right in, and they was on the same plan we was on, so it was really exciting.
What is it about Clemson that makes it a place that people, when they're there, they don't leave?
People ask me that all the time, and it's hard to really explain because it's like you got to be there to experience it. Like, I'm from Phoenix City, Alabama. Justin Ross, E.J. Williams, Ray Thorne, they all went to the Clemson. And I grew up in Auburn territory, so it's like, why are y'all choosing to go to Clemson rather than, Auburn or Alabama, And the first time I stepped foot on campus, June 2021, I understood from then. It was like, I knew exactly why they came here. You know what I'm saying? It's like a feeling you get, like Peter said earlier, it's like overwhelming feeling that you get when you step on foot on campus that you don't feel nowhere else. And it's like throughout your whole recruitment process, you're trying to chase that. And you just realize, you come to the realization that you can't chase that nowhere else but Clemson.
TJ, with Coach Houston joining the defensive staff under Coach Allen, just how much interaction have you had with Coach Houston? What's it been like just having him on staff?
Man, I love him, man. I remember when I first met him for spring ball, really a little bit before spring ball, man. He was just excited to coach, and we got to talk a little bit about ball and his experiences and how he can help us and help me as well. And man, it's just been super great.
When he mentioned simplifying the defense, I guess, what does that look like for him to come in? I guess simplifying, what does that mean?
Man, basically just letting us go play free. You know what I'm saying? Let us go use our ability that God gave us, man, and just be able to play free and confident, man, and just make it easiest for us to get the play, spot the ball, let's go. You know what I'm saying? And it's just amazing.
Is it like lesser play call, a lesser number of play? Like, what does that look like?
I'm not gonna get into too much details about that, but just know that Once we got a new playbook, everybody a lot of confidence in the defense side of the ball.
How does opener against LSU ratchet up fall camp, do you think? I mean, just knowing the urgency that you're playing another top 10 caliber SEC opponent.
Well, that's not our whole season. Our whole season is not based on week one. It don't matter who we play. We're excited to play football. You know what I'm saying? That's the best thing about our team. It don't matter who we play, when we play, where we play, what time we play. We just want to play football. All of fall camp is for us to train and to prepare for a season to play each week of ourselves. You know what I'm saying? And so we could have played Charleston Southern game one, or we could have played LSU. It don't matter who it is. We're still gonna prepare the same way, treat everybody the same, because at the end of the day, if you treat anybody less, depending on who you play, you know, it can come back to bite you.